Hello. Hello. I'm assuming it's working, and I'm assuming I'm in the right place because I just don't know anymore. It's not like Monday night when I can just join a thing. I've got to actually host it and press the buttons and be pressed in the right place. So hopefully, the people in the chat will let me know that I'm actually here because none of the gang have turned up yet. So it's just me. So I don't know for sure that everything's connected. So I'll have a quick read through the chat and see who's here, and then hopefully by the time I get to the bottom, there'll be people saying yes, I can hear you, or people will be saying it's gone 8 o'clock. Where is he? But I don't think that's what you happen. You wouldn't do that to me. The first thing I see in the chat is Dad saying, "Am I first?" And then Pascal saying, "No, I've been here for hours," but it's not showing his good midday greetings. He's obviously literally been there for hours. He's been sitting waiting, but you know. So Dad and Pascal have been they're chatting amongst themselves for a little while. Mickle Pickle's in. Hello, guys, he says. And that's it. Borrowing models. Mickle Pickle, me. I popped in. Sergeant Bones is in. He was here, but I think he went to the kitchen to make something, but it's probably come back. The kitchen is closed. He's got a nice orange cinnamon tea. I don't like fruity teas. I don't drink a lot of tea anyway, but normal tea with milk is, yeah, that's the way to do it. Right, let's have a look. Sergeant Bones says it makes sense because I said about, am I going to be here in the right place? Sunday, obviously, there were problems with connecting to different stream settings and things. Today is one of the Hangout on Air's Google Hangouts, which is the same as we use on a Monday night for e-models. Basically, it connects for you and does it all. On a Sunday, I use a different software to go through because it gives a better quality picture, and it's just me at the bench rather than other people popping in. But it connected to a different thing. So Sunday, hopefully, I'll have it all sorted and it'll be okay. But we'll find out on Sunday if it's going to work or not. Sergeant Bones was saying the internet probably just wants to see my face rather than my hands. As I said, there are some strange people out there. I don't know what people want to see anymore. So, yeah. And Sergeant Bones, yes, you are here. And Mickle Pickle says, hey, Chris. So, hello, everybody. Indeed, hello, and welcome to an evening with me, because nobody else is here. Vincent did say probably be along in a bit, but that's, you know, a Vincent bit could be anything from now to, you know, 5 minutes before we close. Excuse me, I'm still a bit vocal and coughing, so you have to excuse me if I start coughing and choking and spluttering and drinking a lot, but we'll see how we go. I'll aim for the normal 90 minutes, but if it's just me and I'm not talking very much, then it will be a lot less than that. So hopefully somebody will turn up and do some of the talking or all of the talking for me, and I'll just sit here looking pretty. But if not, then I've got some things to do on the bench. I'll swap around the camera, I'll play around and press buttons and things. It might work, you never know. Failing that, say if you're in the chat, come and say hello, give me a shout, give me something to talk about, please, because otherwise I'll, you know, just really be talking. Swinging Pigs just popped in saying evening all. Evening. As ever, this is just the normal 90 minutes, me and anybody else from the gang that wants to pop in saying hello. Other than that, that's pretty much it. There's nothing special. The only thing that's new this week is, I don't know if you can just about see, but I've been doing the Terminator. I started a new build, the video of which is available on my channel, just down somewhere, I don't know, on one side or other, up or down. It's the Terminator, the T800 with the moving eyes that light up as well, apparently, eventually. I've even put the bit in the right way around, because in the video, when you get a bit that looks like that and a bit that looks like that, you figure they're going to go together like that, don't you? And it fits together like that, and it goes in there, but the eyes then seem to be very high. They're sort of, I'm not sure what's going on. It looks a bit menacing and a bit high. But apparently, this isn't in the magazine yet. It's just been putting it together. But it goes in the other way up, as a couple of people have mentioned to me. And then the eyes are actually in the middle, where they probably should be. But so we haven't been told to put that together yet. So that was the issue 1 of that I bought and built yesterday. Excuse me. I put the video up, and lots of people have been commenting to say, I basically asked, should I bother doing the whole thing? Is anyone going to watch it? Is it going to be of interest to anybody? Because Terminator, I like the Terminator films, don't get me wrong, but they're not, my top film of all time. But I do enjoy them, and a half-scale Terminator would go quite well with R2 and 3PO over there. But they wouldn't really fit together because they're not quite the same universe sort of thing. I don't know if they'd squabble. So basically, I said, is there interest? Would you like me to do it? And almost everybody said, yes, do it. So it looks like in a couple of weeks I'll be getting part 2, or I'll be subscribing online. So I think they're sending out part 2 and 3 in 2 or 3 weeks, and then 4 and 5, or however they're going to do it. But there's 120 issues weekly. The first issue is available for 2 weeks, and then it's weekly after that, because obviously they need to get people in to find out about it and get the first one going. Sergeant Bone says, what's your honest opinion of the T800 so far? I think it's really good. I'll grab it again. The bit that we built so far is obviously just 2 screws holding 2 LEDs together into 2 other bits. There's half a dozen, probably 8 or 9 pieces in the kit so far in issue 1. But the main, obviously, selling point is going to be the faceplate, which is a quite a weighty metal, zinc alloy or something, apparently. Quite nicely detailed. Obviously, it's going to have other bits on it around it, and it's got teeth. But yeah, it looks smaller than half scale, but it's obviously not a head. It's a skeleton head, so it's already going to be smaller than a real face. It says 95 centimeters tall, so it should be life size. I don't know how that works out in relation to the 3PO, which I think is 31 inches. I can't do maths and work things out, but it should be, in theory, I would assume, slightly bigger than 3PO because of Arnold and everything else being slightly bigger than Anthony Daniels. But yeah. Trotton Child says, evening, I'll talk about the Terminator part work. I'm still not convinced. Shane Youngs is in, saying hello, everyone. Sergeant Bone says, Dan, that's pretty big. Yeah, let's grab the magazine bit. Actually, that's probably the best bit. This is the promotional initial, let's get you into it magazine, which basically tells you what to expect every week. I can't read it because it's all backwards to me when I'm looking at it like that. But that's say some of the parts that you get in the next few weeks, and that is the finished, probably like a beta finished thing of the kit itself. So it comes with a bass which has got sound in it. Apparently it plays the theme tune. The mouth opens by remote, apparently, so I would assume it's got some sort of voice sound as well as just the music, and obviously the eyes light up and actually swivel from side to side as well, so it's quite cool. It says red and blue lights will illuminate and showcase the intricate details. So there's obviously, the red lights are going to be the eyes. I'm not sure about a blue light. I can't see one in the picture. I'm not sure what it might be. The base might have a blue lighting to it, I would have thought. I can't remember there being any illumination inside the body, inside the films, but I could be wrong. So very easily could be wrong with that. But yeah, all in all, it's not bad. So the subscription is obviously what they want people to sign up for and do. They do a gun. In your 7th delivery, is it? It says, yeah, in your 7th delivery, you get again, half-scale replica weapon, which, again, I don't recall the gun in the, in everything, but I'm sure it's a pretty good replica. Screwdrivers, obviously, for building is always useful. Keyring, binder, and a free magazine. So, it doesn't cost any postage, and they're sending you a free magazine. So it's probably the way to go. easier than having to go to the shop, get the shops to keep hold of things and do things like that now. So Trent Charles says annoying, the gun is subscription only. Yeah. Those teeth make it look creepier than normal. Yeah, I think it always had the Sergeant Bones is going to the kitchen, he'll be back. I'll be back, he said eventually. But, yeah, so it looks like I'll be subscribing to it, and I'll obviously keep you in touch. As with the R2, excuse me, I believe they're sending out 4 issues every 4 weeks or every month or thereabouts. So what I'll probably do when I get them is build them all quite quickly over the course of a day or two and release the videos, the 4 separate videos over the course of the week or two, just to sort of spread it out a bit rather than putting all 4 in one video. I might as well put them in individual videos because it's easier to see what you're doing. And instead of posting all 4, bump, there you go, I'll do them spread out a little bit. You've got to keep the views trickling in, and you can't have everybody watching everything one day and then sitting there for a month not doing anything. Sergeant Bones says, I'll get me coat. Is that in the kitchen? Is that where you keep your coat? So yes, I don't know if Dratton Child really wants to be persuaded to get it or not. I think it's one of those, I'd really like it, but they haven't done the X-Wing yet. The X-Wing was obviously going to be the next build to continue on from the Falcon and R2. Obviously, I didn't do any videos of the Falcon because I was not making the videos when the Falcon came out, and I only started the R2, I think, issue 30 or 35 or something. Charles says, don't know if it's worth the inevitable arguments about space, especially with the X-Wing coming at some point. I think the X-Wing is going to take up more room than the T800. It's a standing figure. So, you know, I have a visitor. We have Dad has arrived.
Hi, Chris. Hi, everyone.
Thank you for coming in, because I'll just go quiet now and let you talk, because my voice is already going and it's only been 12 minutes.
I only popped in to say hello. I'll see you later.
No, you're there now. You can't. I'm going to lock you so you can't leave. How you been?
Yeah, that's bad, mate.
I saw the picture you put of the new build you're doing in was it yellow something or other?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing the Dreadnought.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember what it was. I couldn't tell from the pictures of what it was, but
yeah, I thought I'd go with yellow on this scheme. It's I normally have a red for obvious reasons, but I'm going with yellow in different colors on this one. But I've been on with the Matalan Jackals this last week.
All right, yeah, that's very yellow as well.
Yes, that's the theme for them though, apparently, and all.
Oh, that's the official.
All the little motorbikes. It's a set of 5, so
cool.
And then I've obviously got the sub on the go as well, which that's on a slow burner. It's going along, but it's going slower than it should be, really. But I'll get back into that full swing.
Jeremy Bone tells you the only red you need is Manchester red.
No, it can't be done. I can't be done. Just cannot be done.
Is it a slightly different red? I don't
yeah,
follow football at all, but
it's family friendly this bit, so I won't say what his red is.
But the actual red that they use is the same, or is it slightly different?
It's devil red, I believe they call it, because they're red devils, aren't they?
All right. So is it a more red or a darker red, or pink?
Deeper red, yeah. Trenton Chard knows me, didn't he? He said I've got a surplus of yellow paint. He's right, I have. I've got loads of yellow and I've got loads of red.
He does indeed. He says you must have bought loads for the U-boat, thinking it was the Beatles version you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah, after the way I've done that one. Yeah, so apart from that, what have you been up to? You've been on with your
yeah, I've not been doing very much, to be honest. I've still been feeling rough and knocking the camera everywhere. I've been doing the Taurox on a Sunday.
Oh, so yeah,
that's very orange.
Very.
Last week, I think I touched up the bits where I've been handling it and started doing the rocket bits in green and yellow and red at the back.
Very nice.
But
cool, that one.
It's taken a while doing that. I've got it all glued together now, so you can't open it anymore.
Oh, you can't lift the lid off.
No, because I've got the guy on the top with the gun.
Yeah,
It doesn't fit over his shoulders. You can't take the lid off when he's got his arms attached because they don't fit. So I painted all the inside and made it look nice and weathered it, and then locked it up. So I've got the doors open, so you can sort of see inside a little bit if you look really closely. If the light's right. But yeah, I know it's there. Everyone knows it's there. It's fine.
I don't know. I've left the back doors open as well.
Oh, you left yours completely open. Yeah, I thought I'd go for a little bit sort of abstract open on mine, so they're a little bit. Oh, I've locked on you accidentally.
Yeah.
So they're sort of half open a little bit, but I didn't go. You know,
luckily I can get the top off on mine because I've got the cannons either side of the cupola.
Oh right, yeah.
Rather than the one gun, so
I went with the one gun and the rockets on the back and the guns on the side, and it's all just over the top fun. I don't like you. We're not playing the game with it, so I don't know how many points everything's worth, or there wasn't any thought behind. I better put this gun on it. I just thought it looked good.
Yeah, that's it. It's that's why I've gone with my own color schemes on things. I'm actually following the box art on the Jackals, only because it was yellow and orange on. So
yeah, I didn't get any box art on the Taurox because it came in the white box.
Oh yeah, mine did as well.
So I don't know what it's meant to be.
Google's your friend though.
Yeah, that's possible. Or you could just make it up as you go along. If it's known that I'm making it up as I go along, then I can't do it wrong because it's made up.
That's the best way, mate. Make it up as you go along.
Oh,
better. Yeah, so apart from that, I've just been messing around.
Have you done any more videos?
I'm in the process of one at the moment. Yeah.
Cool. Is it secret? Oh
no, it's not. No, I've just been doing little videoing bits on the sub. But yeah, it's different. It's
different. Different is a good word to describe it. Yeah, it's
human.
Yeah, it takes more thinking about as well before you do anything. I mean, I don't do a lot of editing on mine. I basically have a vague idea what I intend to do, click record, start doing it, and when I get to the end of what I want to do, I stop it, and then I start it again when I want to do another bit. So it's not, lots of messing around and stuff. But Shane Young says, "Are the Jackals like Warhammer models?"
Yeah, they are.
Warhammer, aren't they? Is it 40K or is it?
It's new release. They only came out on the 9th of February.
Are they 40K or is it the other
40K.
thing? Yeah, 40K.
Yeah.
Troughton Chard says he wants voiceovers or at least hands next time in your video. Any hands at all?
That's the. I don't know if you see it with the light.
Atalan Jackals.
Yeah, Atalan Jackals.
See, they're not yellow.
No, the ones on the back are though.
Ah, right. They look red at the front. You could have gone red and got away with it.
Yeah. I wanted to break from that first one.
Did you run out of red paint?
Yeah. No, I've not done an order this week. Got to do a e-models order next though. So.
Yeah, I do need to get on and do the MIGs, but I just haven't been feeling it with this.
Yeah.
Not been feeling great. Doing an hour of Taurox on a Sunday sort of takes it out of me for the week.
It's hanging around though, this bug. It's really the bug that's going around. It's just hanging around, isn't it? It's not going.
Yeah, everyone said, you feel rough for a week and then the cough stays with you for another month.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, yeah. But I felt rough for a week and the cough's hanging around for ages.
Yeah.
So, I'm all right as long as I don't move or talk or breathe.
That's it.
But anything like that, I'm all right.
Yeah. So, do you say Vincent was coming in?
Vincent said he was coming in, but he said he might be late. But you know what? Vincent might be late. Could be, any time from now for another hour. Shane Young says he thought you said Matalan Jackals.
Yeah, that's what Fox has named them.
I'm not
He's
surprised.
Named them Matalan Jackals. Yeah.
Sergeant Bones is telling me about it. This being sick sucks. Yeah, because you blamed me for giving it to you, didn't you, Bones? It wasn't my fault. I didn't spread it through the internet at all. I've got antivirus software on my computer, so there's no way it would have got to you.
I've just got Defender on mine, so it just gets past that.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's been like blooming summer today up here.
Yeah, it's not been bad here, but it's not been great. It was. I didn't technically need a coat to go home.
No, 16 degrees it was.
They say it's going to be 21 at the weekend.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Some African heat wave or something that's blowing in.
Like that. Yeah, it's always something from somewhere else, and it's never. Yeah. It's because that's what the weather's doing. It's always got something to blame it on.
Yeah.
Trout and Child says if it was Russian flu, you'd have finished the MiGs. Yeah, probably right. That makes you go faster, doesn't it? Russian flu. Yeah. And Bones says it was my fault. It wasn't my fault. You can't blame me. When I wasn't well, I wasn't on the internet. So you know, I was quarantining myself for the benefit of mankind, and because I didn't feel like doing anything.
Yeah. I know Colin said he might be in as well. Colin said he might pop in.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah. Hopefully someone will pop in, because otherwise, you know, it's just me and you. And
yeah, should I have give him cards?
Got solitaire open, yeah.
I'll give him Monopoly.
Bones says it's my fault because I build 144 scale. He had to get close to the monitor to see anything, and that's how it jumped across to getting. Yeah, but I haven't been doing any 144 stuff since I've been ill, so it's definitely not my fault. I don't think you can catch my current cold off of an old video, because I was feeling okay when I made them.
Yeah.
Have you got a different view, or I don't remember you having that wall behind you before?
No, I've always had a wall. Otherwise,
it's always been a wall. I thought I could see stuff behind there, but it might have been a mirror that you got in that cabinet.
Oh, I've got a mirror there. If I pull that light on,
that might be what I might have been seeing the mirror in that behind and thinking it was another room.
Yeah, I have moved my camera from sort of left. I moved it across more in front.
Right. Just confusing me with different camera angles and stuff.
It's just trying different things out as you do.
Oh yeah,
around because
you have got me looking at the shelf behind you, seeing if I can find a pot with a red lid, and I can see a little one, but it's not the same pot.
There's an orange pot. Let me have a look on my screen a minute and see what I can see. Oh yeah, there is a red pot there. Yeah.
I see you got a hat behind you there as well. Is that from if Colin turns up?
Yeah. I've had that a long time. Flipping there. Amazing what comes out with dust on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also had a bit of a tidy up as well. So
yeah, I noticed I need I've got a very messy area over there. Well, everywhere actually. I need to tidy everything. The trouble with not doing stuff, because I've been doing the Boom Hut shop kit.
Oh yeah.
I've got to find somewhere, but now I'm doing them. I just can't move them out of the way and put them somewhere else. I just keep having to move them from one place to another and around. And
yeah,
because I don't know if people are aware, but my normal working area is that one. That's where I do my filming stuff. Just here. I got the spray booth there, and this is, you can see the edge of this white bit here. This is where I do the Warhamster painting bit. So normally, if I'm doing this, then I clear things off of there, just put them over there, and then when I want to do over there, I have to move all that over here. And if I want to go in there, then that's just got no hope at the moment. Well, I do need to get things organised again a bit more.
The bench behind me, that's where, when we have inset days and school holidays, that's where me either grandson or granddaughter sit.
Oh, right, yep.
They do their bit of modelling.
With the soldering iron.
Granddaughter likes painting, and me grandson's more into Red or Dead at the moment.
Yeah.
But when he comes here, he doesn't have it, so he has to have something else. He's 13, so he's at that. Oh,
yeah.
Do. But
so boring here.
He likes it, yeah. But no, they get spoiled, don't they? So we drag something out. My grandson's the one that's done all the Star Wars stuff that I got floating around here because I don't have an interest in Star Wars. He does, so I bought a load of Star Wars kits in, and then when he comes, he can build them.
Start doing it, yeah. Shane Young says, I've got some baking sheet to make a wet palette. It's not grease-through paper, but doesn't seem to be working. Is paper not parchment?
Yeah,
I think it's got to be parchment paper.
Yep, definitely.
Grease-proof or baking sheet is different. It's not quite the same. You might get away with it, but I got mine from Amazon, same place Fox got his from, but I don't think they do it anymore. The same thing. So you might have to search your net a little bit further afield for it.
Atelier Interactive do it.
All right, yeah.
Atelier, ATELIER Interactive. They do. They don't call it baking parchment. They call it membrane paper.
Okay.
But that's what I use for my wet palettes.
Yeah. Trout Charles says, have you seen the Bandai Star Destroyer coming soon? I have, but it doesn't appeal to me. It's the 1/5000th and it's lit. I've done one of the tiny, I think it was 1/4400 scale Star Destroyers, and before I did it, I thought, yeah, it's just a big triangle, isn't it? But when you paint it and get into it more, there is more detail to it, but it just doesn't do it for me. It's not one of the ships that I'm particularly bothered by, so yeah, I don't think I'll be bothered by the bigger version of it. Yeah,
I know there's been some decent Star Wars stuff done with the panel lining. Graphite pencils being used. I've seen on a few videos.
Yeah, I know. And Bashing Kids did it.
Yeah,
he did some really nice stuff with the big one. Yeah,
he's just done Thunderbird 5. Have you seen that one?
Sorry, what?
And he's done Thunderbird 5.
5. That's the space station, isn't it?
Oh no, the big green one, is that
big green one? That's 2.
Oh, is it? Right.
Yeah.
You're
going to get Thunderbird fans going to be cross with you.
Oh no, it's the same as Star Wars for me.
I haven't seen. I know he was doing it, but I hadn't seen anything of it for a while.
Fantastic! It's absolutely brilliant.
That was another part work, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was it's 1/44 as well. So.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, I've never been deeply into Thunderbirds. It's the original were just before my time, and I saw them, but didn't really,
Yeah. I'm trying to get Ted on the 1/6 Jeep now.
Yeah, I think he might actually be doing that. I think the nagging's got to him.
Yeah, it's looking favourite.
It's big. I mean, I did the 1/6 bike, and that was sort of that long.
Yeah.
So Jeep version is going to be huge.
It's 24 inches long, 11 inches wide.
2 foot long.
Mm.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, nice, but yeah, it's about a little bit bigger than the Oshkosh was, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose that must have been almost there, isn't it? Yeah.
He had a little measure of his bench yesterday, and he said, "Yeah, that'll fit just fine." So,
oh well, that's done it then, isn't it?
Bit more pressure, and
I've got room for it. Then he'll end up doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Shane Young says, "Thanks, guys. I'll get some of that." Trout and Chard says, "But Star Destroyer, yeah, but the Star Destroyer's never done it for me. The little one that I've done, I have got 2 of them, and I was going to do the whole Rogue One crashing into each other diorama thing, but I just didn't. It's just didn't be bothered with it." Sergeant Bones wants a decent Corellian transporter. Yeah, but I've seen some things of those, and they look smaller than they should be. But even to scale, I always thought they were much bigger than they really apparently are. But I don't know. There's not any real anything that I want at the moment. I'm just sort of going through a phase of yeah. I've got a stash of 20 kits to do at some point. The shop kit build helped me get rid of 3 or 4 that were just sitting there and not really going to get done apart from that. So that was quite useful in the starter kits. But yeah, I've got stuff to do and just haven't really got the impetus to get it started yet. I do need to get the MiGs done, because I think sometime next month we're thinking about doing a E-models trip.
Oh, so that's going to be when I get my Jeep then, is it?
Probably, yeah, because when Ted's finished the sub, he hasn't got room to keep it for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's a case of, right, I finished it, I'm going to take it back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do need to get, hopefully the weekend I'll knuckle down and get into that again. It's there's not much more to do on them. I've got to do I've done the main body. I've got to do the undercarriage work,
Yeah,
and then paint the camo on the top of one of them, and then put some missiles and stuff on them. So it's not a lot of stuff to do, but it's small stuff.
yeah.
Mickle Pickle's got an ATST. Got back before Thanksgiving. I haven't started on. I got an ATST, the 112th, 148. I don't know, the Bandai one that I had way back when, like two years plus ago, and just haven't. Probably 3 years ago, actually. Just haven't bothered to get into it and do it. But Paul keeps telling me to do it because he thinks I'll make a good job of the interior. But, Shane Young says, I'd like to do a diorama with each build I complete. They'd take up a lot of space. Do 144 stuff. It doesn't take up nearly so much space.
Mm. Yeah. There's not much to it. It's only a bit of grass and stuff.
Yeah, I should. I've done the again, Star Wars, the what was it, the TIE Striker and the U-Wing, and I do I've got a diorama idea for that, working through doing the Scarif sort of Hawaiian beachy palm trees scene, but I can't figure out how to do palm trees in 144. I've looked around and seen about getting some, but they're not quite what I'm after. So I don't know.
Dave's done some palm trees, you know. He scratch built them.
Yeah, but not small enough. I need it to be 144 scale, so they only want to be like that big.
Yeah, that's what he done. Nice small ones.
Did he? I'll have to have another look through and have a word with him.
Yeah.
Pascal says you could also make a base plate for each kit, just like the Warhows have their base. Adds a little touch to it, but doesn't take up much more room than the kit itself. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, a lot of the Bandai kits come with a display stand that you could quite easily just paint up and modify a little bit and make it look a lot nicer. Imagine what space a dial would take up with a 124th man fire truck. Yeah, well, I mean, the 1/6 Jeep that Ted's looking at, that would be, you know, you'd have to have a room for your diorama on that, wouldn't
you? Yeah.
Oh, has it only been half hour? It feels like so much longer. Not that it's boring or I don't like your company, but it just feels like I'm talking for a lot longer than that. Oh dear. Let's see if anyone's messaged me to say they're coming in. No, they haven't. No. Right. So if there's anybody from the gang watching and they want to come in and join, please do. Next week, of course, is the end of the month. So that's going to be an evening with everyone again. So I'll be posting up the link to join in the actual real live chat. You can come and join on camera. So that will hopefully have more than, you know, one person, 2 people come and join next week. If you're in chat, you've got, you know, a week to get yourself a camera and stuff sorted out and come and join us and say hello, because it's, you know,
why not?
People come in. It's nice to talk to you and actually talk to you without having to read messages from typing. And it gives us an idea what you look like and sound like, because it's really strange doing the Boom Hut thing with, let's say, a few people coming in every week. It's really strange because I talk to people online and message and stuff, and you've got no idea what the personalities are like, really, apart from, you know, only through text. So it's nice to have an actual conversation, and you all sound completely different to how you should sound. So if you can all come on next week and sound exactly like the sound in my head, that'd be great. Because otherwise it gets confusing. Shane Young's only got a terraced house, so he's not going to have big dioramas. Trout and Child's talking about boring. He's halfway through denubbing and sanding 150 odd 176 sandbags.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think what it is you're building, but I can't remember what it is. But 150, 176 sandbags. 176 sandbags are going to be about that big. So yeah, it's obviously some sort of diorama or something. But Sergeant Bones hopes he's feeling better by then. Yeah, I apologise again for giving you the virus. I've given it to my family as well, so it's not. I spread it anywhere. It's not a problem. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better by then as well. You're welcome to come and join us. Rorke's Drift Dio. It sounds familiar, but I can't place it. I don't know what Rorke's Drift is. Not sure. It sounds like I should remember it and should know it, but I don't. It's obviously a military type something. But more information.
Zulu?
It could be. Yep, it said Zulu. Yep, there you go. That's where I heard it from.
Yeah.
So you've got to do 150 odd sandbags and 5,000 Zulus.
Yeah, there's actually a figure of someone from Rorke's Drift. What's his name? Famous actor now. God, I can't remember his name now. It's gone. With the hat and everything, just a bust from the shoulders up.
All right. I don't know who you're talking about, so
yeah,
I'll help you.
Baker.
Not Danny Baker, no.
No, not Danny. No. He's one of your boys. Stanley Baker. He was in Zulu.
Oh, right, okay.
And there's a bust of him.
Yeah, There's Michael Caine, Stanley Baker.
Yeah. There is a bust on. I'm sure it was on. It's on one of our Chinese friends' websites. Oh, AliExpress. It was on.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because there's one. There's a Sean Connery one as well as a para. Dressed as a para.
Yeah, it was talking about the bus earlier that I remembered I've got that one to do.
Oh yeah,
which will go quite well with the Terminator once I get around to it.
Yeah,
the half destroyed Arnie, but my bust painting skills aren't anywhere near good enough to go for that yet. So I've still been practicing on the little heads that I got. I can't get them quite right, so I keep going back to them and tinkering.
Yeah.
I got a bag full of other little heads that Paul picked up. So
Kenneth really fascinated me the way he does skin tones and what have you.
Yeah, with the whole layering and dots and things, and then
puts little dots on and then taps them with his finger.
Yeah,
to sort of spread them out and remove the bulk of the paint. And it's amazing. Different layers of that, and it really looks like fine skin tone. I'll never do it though. I'll never do that.
What, never try or never do it? You can always have a go. You might like it.
I'm never ever going to say I'll never do it, because I've said that a couple of times down in the job.
That's what makes people want you to do it. That's right. Shane Young says, I'm sitting here applying different Citadel shades to a 124th Citroen 2CV van for weathering. Not convinced. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Citadel shades are great, but they're not the be-all and end-all for weathering. So try something different. If you're not feeling what you're doing with that, then say try other things.
Does he mean the non-oils or the actual Citadel paints themselves? Or
He says Citadel shades, so I'm assuming nulls and other ones and whatever. Rexland Flesh Shade and all the other Caribou Crimson or whatever. Sergeant Bone's been interested in the Crimean War period, 600 and the Thin Red Line. May convince him to do a figure of that period. Figures are different. They're very different to kits. I mean, it's obviously not any building. It's all about the painting. But yeah,
What's the one I got? I got the one from the Deer Hunter when we were in Telford, didn't I? Out with the bargain box.
Yeah, the one you got really, really cheap.
Yeah. I managed to get primer on it. That's as far as I've got. I haven't done any more, but
well, there you go. Something to do this week.
No, that one stay out. That one can well stay on the side.
Shane Young says Athonian camo and Agrax Earthshade.
Athonian.
I don't know Athonian camo. I don't know that one. I've got a few of the shades, but I haven't got that one.
Got all green camo. That's a greeny colour. Agrax Earthshade's all right. Non-oil's brilliant. That's a good all-rounder non-oil. I still like me Starship Filth. There's a pin wash and stuff though. I still.
Yeah, I've got the just about to see it up there. Look, about there. The oil brusher for Starship Filth.
Yeah.
Right, it's much easier than playing around with the actual oils and thinners and stuff. That's what I used on R2.
Oh yeah.
It's much more convenient. Right. Anything else happening in chat? Or I might call it a night because talking is hard. And you don't want to just sit here and watch me and can't make Mike do all the talking because Stephen Lars says redoing paint and work you've already done because the paint came off when removing the masking is also boring. Happened during the weekend, haven't you felt the urge to return to the bench? Yeah, getting something going wrong is always a pain, and you can't. You feel like doing exactly what you've done already once again, and hopefully get a different result. It's heartbreaking, but you'll get to it eventually, and put it to one side, do something else, and when you'll see it and think, oh yeah, I'll have a go at that now, and it'll come out nicely the second time. I'm sure, hopefully.
Looking forward to test reveal on the sub.
Yeah, he's videoing that and doing the masking and stuff, isn't he? So yeah, that's hopefully all going to come out nicely for him.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're 3/4 of an hour in almost, and to be honest, unless anyone's got anything else for us to talk about, or you've got anything you want to talk about or do, or I think I'm going to call it a night because I'm not really feeling it, and yeah, I still like to be able to talk tomorrow. Hopefully, not that I'm online tomorrow, but actual talking to people. Oh, there we go. Colin's coming. I'll sit quietly now, and Colin can do all the talking. Hello, Colin, and Reese as well. We've got everybody.
Oh,
good. I'll sit quietly now then. So off you go. Bye.
Shut up now, mate. Sorry, we got so engrossed in what we was doing, we totally forgot you.
Well, not a problem. Colin was the first one I saw, so I'll click on Colin and I'll say hello. Do some talking for me because my voice is going.
Yeah, hello, mate. Hope you're all right. Everyone's okay. To save you asking, I'm doing electricity
for
the Voyager project that's part of the group build. So that's what I'm up to at the moment, mate.
Very good.
To Beaker.
Indeed. He's not even paying attention. Look.
Well, I've got a few things on the go at the moment. I've got a few things on the go at the moment. I've got Beaker's Burger Van, which is the Italieri Transit that I'm doing. That's about half. And I've got the Italieri 1/24 scale turning into a zombie truck.
Oh, you're gonna have barbed wire and stuff all over it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some spikes across the front there and up the top here and that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Cool.
And now Vincent's in.
And Vincent's in as well. He's not really in yet. Oh, he is. There he is. Hello, Vincent. Do some talking for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we was all in and off air angle. So,
I don't know. I'm all talked out, Chris. How about you?
I'm very much talked out, and after 3/4 hour, just me and Dad talking, and my voice is finally drifted away to almost nothing.
You've been pretty poorly, bless you. You're on the road to recovery, Chris.
I definitely am. I'm in myself. I'm feeling much better, but the talking, coughing, breathing stuff is still occasionally a struggle. But
oh bless you.
You know,
you should have left it another week.
Well, I thought about it, but then I thought, nah, we'll try it and see how it goes. Even if I was just about to call it a night before you three turned up, actually. So if you'd have been here a minute later, then you wouldn't have got in.
Well, if it gets a bit much, mate, just call it. You know?
Well, no, now you're all here. You can just talk amongst yourselves, and I'll just sit quietly.
Quietly and not.
Well, just carry on then.
Trust us delinquents to come in right at the last minute, eh?
Well, it's technically not the last minute. You're halfway through, so you know you're plenty of time normally.
Oh, okay.
Normally, I'm quite happy to sit here and talk to myself for an hour, but
oh, bless you. We shouldn't, Gross shouldn't be sat in the hangout on his own, mate.
Not right, is it?
No, it's not right. The Royal Society for the Protection of Gross.
Indeed. I don't know about Royal. I don't know if Royal.
What is it you're building next for remodels, Chris?
I haven't announced it yet.
Ooh, still a secret then.
It's a secret. Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas pending, but the one that is sort of top of my list is something very different.
Oh, really? Good for you, mate.
Yeah.
Can you say
same scale or something different in that?
Something very different. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
And something I think nobody would expect.
Oh no!
Yeah,
knowing your brain, it could well be something anatomical. Then
it could be very different to anything you've thought of about anybody making yet. Because now we've got the extra couple of builders at E-Models, then I can't do a Gundam again because we've got the Gundam Man and we've got Shiny Car Man. I can't remember their names. One of them's Dave and the other one's Dave or something, I think. But
Del Boy and
Rodney. Yeah, there's an Andy and someone else.
Well, that's Andy.
Yeah, but
it is there.
It's sort of limiting the thing, and all the 144 kits are planes, and I've just done doing a couple of planes, and it's becoming hard work to do them. So I don't know if that's because they're planes or just because I'm not feeling great. But
could well be.
Mate. I'm looking at something completely different.
If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all get that. Mojo goes, doesn't it? And you're like,
Nothing worse than a lost mojo.
Exactly. So when do you plan on doing an announce on your build then, Chris, or are you just going to
finish this one? Traditionally, I do an E-Models build, then I do one on my own, and then I do an E-Models build.
Oh, right.
So I've sort of got plenty of time because I'll finish these MiGs at some point, hopefully in the next week or 2-ish, 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I might do one on my own, or I might jump straight into another E-Models one. It depends. We were saying a little while ago, Ted's obviously got the U-boat that he's getting close to the end of.
Yeah.
And when he finishes that, he's going to want to take that along to E-Models pretty quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll have done these at the same sort of time, and we'll arrange some sort of meet up at E-Models again, same as we did.
Yeah, because that's a big old unit, isn't it? That boat.
Yeah, he hasn't really got anywhere to keep it at home. So when he's finished it, he wants to get it up to them, and I don't think they've got anywhere to put it either. But
I was going to say, where are they going to put it?
I don't know. I think they got to hang it from the ceiling or something, or stand it up corner next to
Super. One of those spaghetti jar brackets on the wall and just rest it on that.
It makes you wonder how he's going to get it there, doesn't it? Really? How's he going to get it in his car?
It fits in his car apparently. He measured it before he got it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he did it well in advance.
Yeah.
Although if Fox's car's still not working and Fox is going along, he's got to get Fox on the way, and then Fox might be carrying it, sticking out. Right. Open both windows and have it sitting across the car.
with Fox with his head poking out the window, like woo.
Yeah.
Are we still calling him Fox, or are we calling him Ali G now?
I think he answers to most things, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, bless him.
You a bit of a rude boy.
Yeah. Down in me crib.
Word.
Yeah.
Word to your mother.
Yeah. He gets some stick, bless him.
He deserves all of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, don't anyone out there start feeling sorry for him. He deserves everything he gets.
Yep, pretty much.
Trout and Chard saying, are you building a pie, a horse, a Wangle rotary engine, a black hole, a cardboard box transformer?
Hey,
None of those, but I'm not going to say if you guess what I'm building. So I haven't really decided yet. So.
You could actually perfectly build a Wankel rotary engine, because I believe Tamiya for a while did a model of it.
Yeah,
Someone did, yeah. They,
a little educational model about it. Yeah.
Didn't Ted have something of a couple of engines? He had a couple like transparent plastic.
Yeah,
things.
they did a couple. I think they did a reciprocating piston engine. They did a Wankel one.
turbine.
You're giggling there, Colin.
He has reciprocating and Wankel in the same sentence, and he can't control himself anymore.
Absolutely.
No, he just starts giggling quietly to himself. Yeah.
I don't get out much. I spend too much time in this man cave. I was losing arguments with myself again earlier.
Ah, but you were also winning arguments with yourself as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You are talking about the bloke who was walking around with an LED stuck in his big toe for 2 hours without realising it.
No, nobody mentioned that.
I was like, really? How the hell did that get there? It's like, okay.
We're gonna call him Colin Lightfoot.
I see what he did there. Well, it did swell up because it got a bit bulbous. Oh, mate, I'm getting me coat.
So this is electricity that you're playing with for Voyager. Does it do anything? Can you show it off now, or does it not do anything yet?
It does the startup sequence. It does audio. It does photon torpedoes. It does. Oh, what's the other one? It does red alert. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm just wiring it all, and yeah.
And then it gets smaller.
Yeah. It'll get smaller when it's on the board, because obviously all the lights and that will be scattered around the starship. But the chips themselves will live on a separate board in the base. So
cool.
Same with a sound card, and it'll all run off of a tiny nano down there.
I can't even see that. It's that small.
Yeah.
Oh, that little bit down there. All right.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh.
It's gone.
How do you?
Still here.
How do you get the lines out of her?
Oh, we're talking 3D printing things. Think about. Let me look on you so I can see what you're doing. It's hard work.
Dremel.
Sanding, filing, that filler spray thing.
Hmm.
Sand it again, and then sand it a bit more slowly, and then spend a bit of time sanding.
So lots of sanding.
Yeah, a Dremel with a tapered engraving tip may do it, but you need to be really soft with it.
Yeah, trouble is if you create too much temperature on it, then it just starts melting it, and then it all just conjures up, and it doesn't work. I haven't found a quick shortcut to it yet.
Right.
Yeah, the filler primer paint, the Halfords thing for cars.
Oh, the yellow stuff, yeah.
The yellow orange stuff works. But obviously, the more you put it on, it'll fill in the lines, but it'll also lose some detail.
Yeah, you'll lose detail in the head and stuff like that.
That stuff.
Yeah, it's a different can to the one I've got, but yeah. Mickle Biggles off. It's meds kicking in. It's fun to hang out with everyone for a while. Good night. I hope you feel better as well.
T-shirts ordered, by the way, mate.
Kenneth's in. He says Rust-Oleum primer.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. That's the stuff. Evening, Kenneth.
And Jamie Bone says, what's the best paint to dry brush and edge highlight a Warhammer Dreadnought?
Depends on the colour scheme. Get the Citadel up.
Yeah, get the Citadel up.
Yeah, Citadel app will tell you that. Just put in the colour that you're using and it will tell you all layers and everything. And
yeah, just make sure you switch to the dry brushing one, because you've got both a version of where it goes for highlighting the classic way, or you get a version that these are the paints for dry brushing.
Yeah, I mean, as a general rule, you want to use a lighter colour than what you use the actual colour on, and metallics. So you can't go wrong with an aluminium, just for edges and wear and stuff. So
says the one who didn't believe you need orange to highlight red.
Yeah, you can highlight anything in orange. I like orange. Nothing wrong with orange.
Nothing wrong with orange.
Orange is, you can use lots of orange.
Oh Christ! That should wave a Dutch flag. To be fair.
Apparently, Kenneth slept in. That's why he's already slept in. It's still like 2 o'clock in the morning there, I was thinking. No, you haven't really slept in much.
It's 5 to 8 in the morning there now.
Yeah, that's not sleeping in.
Yeah.
Not anything before 8 o'clock isn't sleeping in. That's just sleeping.
That's just silly early.
Bless him.
Oh, you missed it. Okay, look, I got my head out. Look, okay.
Oh,
that's nice.
oh,
Because of that. Because I had that out earlier as well.
Oh, is this
the
part
work? Yeah.
Good man.
Half scale thingy. So
Yeah, cool. A worthwhile one for the collection.
I reckon. Yeah, I mean, I as I said earlier, I'm not sold on it. It's not an instant purchase for me.
Yeah.
But the comments on the video that I put up earlier on have all been saying, get it, and there's loads of them.
Has Tony Fairclough been seen running towards his local news agents in anticipation?
Yeah, he did say something along the lines of "ooh."
Yeah.
But yeah.
You won't be seeing Tony then for about a year. It'll be like
It's like 2.5 years actually.
Yeah, I'm building Terminator.
Yes, it's 120 issues.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, that's a fair old. It's the full size. It's the full.
It's half scale.
Skeleton in it or something.
Yeah, it's the full. There you go. I've still got the thingy out. Hang about. It looks a bit like that.
God, burn it. Look at that.
There's a bass that's got the sound thing that plays the theme tune that I couldn't remember. When it says it plays the theme tune, it's like, oh yeah, that's the theme tune. That's the one that goes. No, I've got no memory of it. Yeah. I just heard like rhythmic electronic sounds, and then I found it on YouTube, and it's basically rhythmic electronic sounds. There is a theme that goes through it, but it's mainly just sort of electronic drums.
Yeah, that'd be good, mate. Been enjoyable video series that will, mate.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I think it only came out yesterday, the first part. 2 weeks until the second part comes out, and then it's weekly after that.
Yeah.
So if I subscribe to it, they'll probably send out a couple of issues in 2 or 3 weeks, I thought, and then onwards from there. Troughton Child says, does it say how much of the T800 is going to be metal? It doesn't say, but I'm assuming all the bits that look like metal are probably going to be metal, so lots of it.
Cool,
the interior is obviously going to be plastic, but
that's going to be a heavier model then, if it's all going to be metal.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite substantial. So it just says completing 120 issues. Articulated and can assume different positions. That's what articulated means. The eyes light up an intense red colour and move from right to left. And then from left to right as well. They don't just go in one direction.
It's just like turn round.
Is this going to be modified in any way?
I don't intend on doing any modifications to it, but there'll be some gentle weathering, I think.
Yeah,
it's not rusty and messed up, but it's going to be a bit worn.
But aren't they meant to be some sort of titanium alloy in the movie? So yeah,
something about them. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the films again to, you know,
I
get closer.
It's some sort of titanium stuff, from what I remember. Yeah.
It says the lights, red and blue lights, will illuminate and showcase the intricate details of the T800. Not sure about the blue. On the red, obviously the eyes are red.
Yeah.
But I don't know about blue lights, so I don't recall there being blue lights in Torso or anything. It's not Iron Man.
Maybe in the inner frame around the ribs and that, so that it gave like a blue tone to the metal.
Was there? I don't remember. I have to go back and watch. I was thinking maybe in the base might have
could be a
spotlight thing, and I was saying it might. These bits at the side here look like they might be some sort of spotlight uplighting, but we'll find out as it goes on. But
I look forward to seeing that, mate. Following that one.
Yeah, so over the next week or two, I'll get on the website and subscribe to it. But considering I only put the video up this morning, I'll put it live at about 9 o'clock this morning. It's already been viewed a couple of hundred times. So
because you got Fox is doing the. Is that for the E models, isn't it? The Falcon he's doing?
He's doing the Falcon 3 models, yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting mine in tomorrow.
Ooh. Yeah, I've got no interest to do another Falcon at the moment. I've done the 144 obviously, and the Agostini massive one.
For me, it's like there's so much lighting up potential, and after doing this Enterprise, I'm like, I want to do more. Like Colin's brought me onto something bad.
It's all Colin's fault.
Yeah, you can blame me entirely, mate.
Yeah, so basically tomorrow, I'll get that model, and the day I start on the Millennium Falcon, I'll probably be looking at the LED set that comes with it, and I go, here's my snips, snip, and just cut it up, because what I'm thinking is a bit like Colin has going for the Voyager, where you've got the blue on the nacelles. There's sort of a pulsating throughout it, right?
Yeah, it's dual color now, mate.
Yeah, which you would kind of probably get on the Millennium Falcon as well if it's not going full throttle. So I'm trying to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got moving nacelles.
Yeah, that's quite impressive. That
in the TV show, they actually move when it goes into warp mode. So I've laid all of that out and tested that, so that works. And also, everything on it is going to run off of a remote.
Oh.
So I'll just be able to sit here in my man cave and fire me photon torpedoes and make Star Trek noises.
Hours of fun.
Would it be possible to do like to time it with the theme music? Because like in the intro, you see it flying by gently, the theme music is playing, and then at the end, when the theme music is ending, you see it lock nacelles and fly up. Yeah. Are you going to have it timed like at the end of the theme song when?
Yes, depending on the mode you're in, because obviously there's going to be a panel on the front with various buttons,
right,
etc. So you can either do the full extended intro, which will give you the intro music, and then at the very end the nacelles go up and
the warp sound, yeah.
And then you'll be able to randomly fire photon torpedoes, but you'll also be able to do like the dry dock startup sequence. You'll be able to just, make the nacelles go up and down as many times as you want till you get bored. The red alert, impulse modes, all of that. So, yeah.
Cool.
So there's quite a bit going into it. It's just prototyping everything at the moment that's taking time, but...
the Falcon isn't that complex, thank God.
Yeah, I mean the group build, is one of those that is just going to run until people get fed up with it at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I'm not sure in the Falcon. Maybe Chris knows because you've built the smaller one. But in the big one, how much interior detail is there? Is it like only the tube and like the landing dock? Or is it like throughout the model, like the Agostini one? Because what I'm thinking is maybe getting servos in for the anti-aircraft guns on the bottom and on top. So you'd have those spinning around and doing the.
I wouldn't know. The Agostini one's obviously got an internal main cabin thing, and there's room for lots of stuff inside it if you want.
Yeah, you've got the hangout room where you've got the chess set and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I'm sure once you get the kit and have a look at the instructions, you'll be able to sort of see where things are going to go. I mean, it's going to be with me Voyager. I just made little notations in the instructions on what I wanted, and went and watched the episodes of Voyager just to see what it does. And then I just sat there with a notepad as I was watching it. Nacelles move, the color sequences, how the lights work, different sounds. You can do the same with a Falcon, because I think, isn't there a ramp or something that comes down that you can motorize?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at as well, because apparently there is a lot available to spruce up the interiors on Shapeways. So I'm going to give one of you my Shapeways account, and you guys can change the password on it, so I don't order all the things.
I will happily do that, but then I could end up ordering loads of aftermarket tank tracks, couldn't I?
On the Shapeways account, yeah, you couldn't, because
I don't know what Shapeways is, mate.
Shapeways is like Etsy, but for 3D printing only.
Oh, right, a bit like Thingiverse.
Yeah, but one where they actually send you the actual thing printed, not just getting the files for it.
If you get a figure from Hero Forge, for example, Hero Forge are the guys who do the design work, and the interface that allows you to design your own figure.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual printing is done by whatever Shapeway hub is closest to you. Like, for example, mine was printed in Holland, which is why I didn't pay import on it.
Cool.
And I think that guy from Weta Workshop, who's now doing those modular buildings and forests and stuff like that for tabletop gaming, he's planning to do the same. So basically you would order one of his products, and then it would be 3D printed at a 3D printing partner which is local to you.
Oh, cool.
Cool. So we've got a couple of other people popped in. Chris Henderson's in, saying evening all, and Vamp's in, saying that Colin would buy everything with that password. Don't give Colin your password. No.
Oh mate, honestly, Vamp, what is it you're after, Mush? was it one of them 1/6 scale diecast CBR Fireblades?
Yeah, we'll just make one on Vincent's account. It'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
What if they can get us a 3D beaker, like a 3D printed beaker from the Beaker's Burger Van?
Yeah, you do need one. What scale is that, by the way?
I've been looking.
24.
You could bribe a rather nice person called Chris and offer to buy him copious amounts of his favourite cake or chocolate, or
How else?
The trouble is, I'm a bit wary about printing a beaker, because I think as soon as you get halfway through the print, it catches fire.
Yeah.
Still, at least you back up.
It's printing. Will the printer be going?
That's Roadrunner. That's different.
Trotton Charlotte, thank you for your kind words. I am quite happy with how it's turning out.
Oh, I've just got a notification here. Chris is going live.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I had one. I can't remember. I think it was Fox's one. Was like Monday. I go into work. It's like live now. Sunday Warhammer live streams. Like
I thought Fox's one
didn't do one on Sunday.
3:30 this morning. I got the notification of Fox's one.
Yeah. Ever since they introduced the live feature, they completely cocked up notifications, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened to me on Sunday. My whole live streaming thing fell over, and it went to a different website to the one that it should have gone to, and the links weren't lining up with everything at all. So I'm intrigued as to Sunday to see what actually happens. Hopefully, it will be in the race that I publish, but if not, we'll find out where it is.
Oh, Sergeant Bones has popped up in chat. Now that I've actually bothered to open the chat, apologies everyone, because I'm not hosting one. It's like,
Hey, okay.
yeah, probably does run more better than the more expensive one.
Being real and all that. Right. Yeah, you know.
There you go.
It's gonna be like the B17, because in my mind I'm like, you know, you look at a kit which is like 300-400 euro, and then you're like, you know what, might as well do the best job I can, and then you just start piling on all the detailing you can, ending up at like a lot more than the base kit actually cost you. It's like, fuck.
Sergeant Bones just got the notification that I'm live as well.
Oh, good man, Sarge. Not just me then, mate.
But since it is a while off, because I will be going back to doing a extensive tank build after the Enterprise, it's a while off, so I'll probably incrementally buy stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas with the B17, I just had gotten my holiday money from my work, and I didn't go on a holiday that year.
Chris Campion saying he was watching.
World of Wayne. That's exactly the same week that. Exactly the same week that I started doing this Thursday night thing. Wayne started doing one as well.
Oh, was he?
Well planned.
Yeah, I was watching him during the night, actually, some of his stuff.
Yeah, he started doing the T800 as well.
Yeah, he's a very eloquently spoken chap, isn't he? You know, and it's like...
Yeah, I've not actually spoken to him personally, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. You know,
except when he steals my time slot, but, you know.
Mate, then give him a steering back on the leg, mate.
Oh, he does it every other week now, apparently, says Chris.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. He just can't keep up with me. That's what it is.
That's what it is, mate. Yeah.
I'll have to invite him in next week if he's not doing his own. I'll invite him in. Okay, see if he can come along and join us. Next week's free for all anyway, so it's free for all week. So it's the end of the month, so it's an evening with everyone.
Is this where everyone now sits there, starts fighting and playing dirty to get in?
Yeah. No, this is where I wonder if anybody's going to turn up at all, and one or two people might, maybe.
Everyone politely goes, I'll leave it this week so that someone else can get in. You know, mate.
That's usually how it ends up, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just sit there and watch you on screen squirming, and well, should we just give him another 5 minutes before we go in?
Yeah, that's probably it. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Would we do that? Yes, we would.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, we would.
Absolutely. And I'd expect it nothing less. You lot have got a new channel as well, haven't you?
Yeah. Got the Sprue Crew channel going up. The group of us getting together and pulling our ideas and videos.
I've not quite figured out how it works yet, because it's not really a channel on its own. It's sort of a group of your channels.
It's its own unique channel.
It is a channel as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Sprue Crew channel will be used to host all the upcoming live stuff.
Right.
And group builds and things like that, rather than have different channels. 1 week it's on Vince's, 1 week it's on Mike's, 1 week it's on Reese's or mine. It might cause confusion.
Yeah, so it's nice to have one fixed place that it's going to go to.
Yeah, a central channel base. Please subscribe to Sprue Crew so we can get a unique URL at 100 subs, and it'll look much more sexier on screen.
It's easier to remember as well, rather than youtube.com U3179B lowercase l.
I mean, it's pretty much one central channel, one location that any future lives will go on. Also a focus for group builds, where all the group builds will go on that channel, and there'll probably be Facebook page or group to go with it. And it's just a way of linking all our channels together so people can get to see not only my work but other builders' work. And
one big happy special place.
Yeah, and just see how
we look forward to seeing your special place.
We're running a coffee shop.
Can you link to it in the chat so people can find it easily, or?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment we're still setting it up and adding content and just sort of getting it up and running. Really, we got intro videos to shoot. We got to do an about section with links to all of our own stuff in there as well. And we're just pooling ideas at the moment for future plans for group builds and that. And also, you know, there'll be weeks where if and when we do decide to go live, you know, we might throw it out there and say, well, someone in chat, if you've got a cam and a mic, boom, pop in and say hi. So Vampy's on about moving and that, so sort your broadband out, mate. And Reese is moving as well, so we're not gonna go live yet until Reese has moved into his new place, because it's only fair his internet works. I've got
so he's going to be not in a garage anymore.
Yeah. In the warm. Real life stuff in the way at the moment. I want to get clarified and sorted out so that we got a fresh start. So, but, you know, it's not just me in it. The other guys in here are in it as well. You know, so it's an opportunity for them to boost their profiles.
Absolutely, yep.
So
when it's up and running, give me it'll be a proper link, because we'll have lots of people following you, so it'll be easy to find.
You know, it's just having a laugh and a joke and a goof around and what you've been up to, and people can come in and say hi if they want. You know, they can throw eggs at me if they want. I don't mind.
Yay.
You know, it's up to them. Eggs, cabbages, fivers, tenors.
Okay.
Any small rocks, as long as they're wrapped in a note of a decent denomination.
It'll probably be darts, axes, knives, and boulders, but don't worry.
Yeah, they're talking about fibre internet and getting everything sorted out now, and
yeah.
My internet seems to be up and down at the moment. I get really great fast connection speeds most of the time, but then sometimes it goes down to almost nothing.
Sergeant Bones is in it as well, and Davey UK. So, you know, there's a variety. Everyone can bring something different to the table, and you know, we're not saying we're the greatest builders in the world. We're not saying we're the worst, but we'll have a good try at helping people out, and
that's what it's all about,
people into the hobby and moving people
and having fun.
You know, so.
I think another thing as well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong as well, Colin, is it's inspiring people as well. I mean, because I would never have built a scratch-built truck like this if it wasn't for Colin going, you know what would be really cool?
See, Fox hit on it one night when he turned around and said, I still have a childlike imagination as an adult. And I'll just take a saw to a kit and butcher it. And, you know, other people are doing the same. But, I mean, Reese, bless him, he's just been out and ordered an Arduino kit.
So Beaker's Burgers will be lit. I'm going to have a little light inside, and I'm going to have
Reese, run. When he tells you to go on Farnell's, run.
I know, I haven't done that yet. Even Davey UK's got one in a basket for when he gets paid.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And I'll have Reese spending his wages in Farnell's next, getting all of his microcontrollers and that. But
Fart.
Other manufacturers are available. Just thought I'd clarify.
If it's just going to light up, you don't need any fancy Arduino stuff, do you? You just want lights.
It depends on sequencing and things like that, Chris.
Right. If you need it to flash and...
Yeah, I mean, I've got nav lights. I've got the lights coming on at certain intervals to replicate the starting sequence.
Yeah, I mean, for yours, I see that, but for Reese's little van, I'm sure that's overkill, isn't it?
No, he's got the Arduino kit so that he can actually learn to do what I do with lighting kits and planes and things like that.
Oh, right, he's not going to use it all in the van.
No. It's going to be a simple lighting circuit. But
is it green sleeves, is it, Reese? Can I have green sleeves on it? Ding, 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 ding.
It enables you to bring sound, vision, and movement to models, doesn't it? So
I mean,
oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we started at the same time. That's the thing I'm looking forward to with the Falcon as well, because it comes with the the perfect grade strike based base that Yamato also comes with, but that's that high. So the amount of stuff you can pile in there when it comes to like soundboards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that what got me onto it is because I was sitting there one night and I bought a Boeing 747A, I think it is.
Air Force One.
And Air Force One. And I was like, you know what would be really cool was to do the sequence inside when an airplane takes off. So they do the bright lights when it's on the ground, and then they dim the lights when it's up. And Colin was like, "What? Just get an Arduino and have a play."
Yeah, the number one thing I want to have on the Falcon is just the Han Solo going, hit it, Chewie, and then you hit it.
How do you get the kit to stretch out in a hyperspace, though? That's what I really want to see.
Well, that's not really going to work, but you have the sound effect, and you also like you have the engine really, really brighten up.
I can make it stretch.
It flashes on really brightly instead of just the normal blue background lighting.
Yeah, I was asking about if he needs a high-end PC to code soundboards.
No, not so. I've got the software and that here. I can always sort it for him, but just gives you a bit of scope. I mean, I've got a Samba bus up there that's going to have sound. It's going to have LCDs in there for flat panel TV and things like that. So it's going to play MP4 and all sorts of stuff going in it. So yeah, it's just different little things to play with the kit.
Yeah, you're going to have a beach party van basically at the end of it, which is quite cool.
Oh, yeah, it's just, it's going to have the LCD coming up out of the roof, and that's going to be motorized so that the roof comes up and it comes out. So it's almost like a drive-in driving. Yeah.
Cool. Apparently, Dad's been throwing away 747s now, apparently.
Yeah. And Force One has finally made it into the wheelie bin.
Oh, it has done. Wow, yeah. Brilliant kit. What's up with you?
I think it was your fault the other night. I took it down to have a look at it, and I just shook my head at it.
One of yours had this way, didn't it, Dad?
What's that, Reese?
I said, you sent it this way.
Yeah. I said, well, the other one I had two.
Well, at the end of the day, Christmas is coming, so I'll buy you another one. Tell you what,
eventually you'll get one that wasn't taken out of the mold too early. Eventually.
I'll tell you what is a good kit that you might like. It's a helicopter. It's a big sized helicopter. It's a nice 1/24 scale Huey.
Not a Huey, is it?
I've heard of these Hueys. I hear they're quite good.
Oh, mate, Reese has got one.
You know what you should definitely get for that Huey, Mike? That is, you should get an Arduino so you can put a little engine in it and have it spin.
You can actually have it turn around and make helicopter noises. Yeah.
007.
Yeah, you could have put an RC in there, flown it over Mike's wheelie bin and shot his Air Force One. A bloke that picks that up in the morning is going to go, cool, I've struck gold here. I've got myself an aeroplane kit.
Yeah.
I've built several 747s and they've all been brilliant. It's just that one kit.
See, I mean, I'm sat here looking up at mine at how beautiful it looks. You saw the photograph of it, didn't you, mate? And it's like,
oh, yeah. I mean, what I should have done, really, I should have just took the shuttle off the top of the one I've got and put the decals on.
Still, at least you got a spare set of decals.
Yeah, I have now.
Up to your all, mate. It's a good kit, quality.
We all win.
Rebel's finest parts, mate.
Crafted with excellence. Wait, that's not excellence.
You keep saying this, and I'm looking at that 24 scale Huey going, yeah, all right, finest parts.
Yeah, but mine's in the box up there that's just out of reach. I'd love to be able to get it down and start it, but I just
But you
can't reach it.
No,
mate.
it's terrible.
All your guys talking about how bad that Huey is. I've got their Westland ceilings in 1/32 scale, and I'm like, that's never gonna get built now.
I had it before where someone went, you think that's bad, you want to get the stealth bomber, the B2. So I went out and bought one. It went gorgeous, mate. I was like, okay, I thought that was really bad.
Wasn't that the one TK done? Did TK do that one? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you had fun with the decals on it.
Yeah.
Actually, Vince, that ceilings isn't actually a bad kit. I built that one. Is that the black cats down the side?
No, I've got the German Air Force one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really important. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't fancy doing the decals because
yeah,
you need to shade the background orange for it to look like a tiger, because the decals are basically just the stripes, right, with a little bit of shading.
Yeah.
Like, the masking on that.
I can cheer Sarge up in the chat and let him know that I have a kit worse than the Huey.
Worse than the Huey?
Yeah, it's got to be the MPC Knight Rider 2000 kit.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that one. I've seen unboxings of that one. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. But it's going to have a nice little Larson scanner on the front. So, yeah.
And the noise, obviously. It's got...
Yeah, I was going to do the noise, but Reese does them sort of noises, but blames his chair.
It is the chair.
Also, we're not allowed to call Reese Piglet, are we?
Oh.
You can on my channel. I don't mind. It's fine.
Just advice to anyone: look who you're texting before you send text message.
Yeah, we'll leave it there, shall we?
He probably deliberately put the kiss on the end of it, though, didn't he?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, you've got to be down. He popped a lung then.
Right. I'm going to call it a night, actually, because it's been almost an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
Not from when you lot turned up. You turned up like halfway through.
I'll be honest, you look like you need your bed, mate.
I need my beauty sleep because
yeah,
I've needed it for years. So thank you all for coming in.
All right, mate.
So next week is a free for all for everybody. So everybody that's in chat, I expect to see you all queuing up to get in, and
who wants to
along this little line across the bottom here. You can we'll fill this up. See if we can get it all the way to the end.
Otherwise you're going to have to.
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, anyone willing to hang out with the other reprobates?
Yeah, if they don't get in, they'll be subjected to us lot again.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully you can get in and they won't be in. So it'll be fine.
Go on.
What day is it? It's Thursday. So I'm back on Sunday for more Orange. I've got to do some Orange on Sunday night. As far as I know, Fox is about in the afternoon. So come watch him and then get yourself prepared for mine in the evening. There's nothing on Saturday. No, we finished the shop kits, so we're not doing anything Saturday. So I get a night off.
No, I think Carl over at Making Models is doing live on Saturday.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. That's
nice little plug for him there.
I think they do something on Friday as well, don't they? Over on thingy. Something on Friday.
Martin, it.
I don't know. Every night's model night. If you know the YouTube,
absolutely,
you'll find something somewhere all the time. And if not, you can always go and watch some of my old videos.
Yeah, but see, the trouble is, I Google model and it doesn't come up with us.
It should. You're not spelling it right. So yes, and Sunday, and then obviously Monday's E-Models is back, and then next week, as I say, this is the free for all, open for you lot. So come and join us. I'll put the link up in the chat and everywhere and everything. So yeah.
What could go wrong?
What possibly could go wrong?
What could go wrong? I've done 2 or 3 of them now, and they haven't failed hideously. I'm interested to see if Sunday actually works as a live show thing rather than me broadcasting and it not going anywhere. So stay tuned for Sunday, and I'll catch you then. And if I don't catch you then, it'll be because the internet's gone wrong. It's not because I've done something wrong. It'll be the internet that breaks down. I don't do things wrong.
That's Kenneth stealing all the bandwidth again.
He does. He takes it all to the wrong side of the planet. Yeah. So thank you all. Good night, everybody. And I'll see you all some point, around on the internet and stuff. And I'm going to click the stop broadcast button. So unless you've got anything final to say.
Thanks for coming in. Lovely to hear from you all.
Thanks for coming.
So good night all. Bye bye. Press the button. I've pressed it now.